you're not being punished, and most likely you're not doing anything wrong either. There is a reason why the manifestations that you're trying so hard to manifest and you're putting in so much energy to make them work and they're not showing up. There's a reason for that. Today I want to talk about why that actually is. What are the 5 reasons that your manifestations, even though you're doing all the right things, doing all the things that you know you should be, doing all the visualizations, journaling processes, and it's still not happening, why they're not happening, and how to know when the universe is actually trying to redirect you, realign you to the path that is meant for you. So we're going to be covering that in all great detail today in this video to make sure that you are fully aligned with your manifestations and you can actually manifest them with ease and with speed. So the first thing I want to start off by saying is any rejection that you face in your life is always a redirection. When you get rejected, it means it wasn't for you, and that's perfect. Whether it was a job or a person or an opportunity that you had hoped you were going to get and that opportunity closed its door for you, it's because there is something better for you. There is something better and more aligned that is waiting for you. Rejection is always a redirection, and when you are rejected, the only thing we should experience is gratitude, because the universe has shown us that that specific thing is not for us. Thank you. That's not in my highest timeline, and there's something better. And I'm so deeply trusting in the universe. I'm so deeply trusting that everything is always happening for my highest good, that I know I'm so protected that that is not aligned for me. So I've experienced the symptom of rejection, but it only feels shameful or humiliation or angry or sad because I've tied that to my ego and my self-worth. But if I can actually disattach that and know that it's got nothing to do with my self-worth, it's got nothing to do with who I am, it doesn't say anything about me, it just means I've been protected from something that isn't aligned so that I can have what is actually in my highest alignment. Rejection is always redirection. And right when you are the universe is trying to show you that you are not fully aligned with your highest timeline, you're going to have huge unexpected changes, situations shifting, big, massive shifts in life. This is where we have breakups, job losses, and we go, why is everything falling apart? It's because they're trying to show you you're not on the right path. You're not where you need to be on. And these things are happening as a catalyst to bring you into alignment. And also, you're not going to be on the right highest path and your manifestations aren't coming forward when you're feeling that feeling of resistance and just like, I'm stuck, nothing is working, I can't move forward, I'm sluggish. That energy means that you are out of alignment somewhere. So when you are in this misalignment, it brings us to number 1. The number 1 reasons why your manifestations aren't happening. Out of 5, I'm going to cover, but the first reason why you are trying to manifest doing all the right things and it's not happening, it's not soul aligned. Meaning it is an ego desire, not a soul desire, right? And you might be going, okay, but why don't I get to have my ego desires? Look, you do, but not if they interfere with your soul desire. Your soul desire should be the number 1 priority. And yes, your soul does often desire abundance. So don't think that, desiring money is an ego desire, because it's not. It's very often is a soul desire, right? But you need to ask yourself, is the desire actually fully aligned with my soul purpose, right? I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that you are here to be an incredible author, right? You're here to write life-changing books that are going to be read by millions. And you love writing. You do it for a hobby. Maybe it hasn't clicked yet that you're going to do it full-time, and you're trying to apply for a full-time job as an accountant because that's what you studied, right? And your guides, the universe, knows that if you go full-time into an accounting job, you are going to be so drained, you're going to have no energy left, and you're not going to do what you came here to do. You're not going to fulfill your soul purpose. You're not going to write all those incredible books that the world is waiting for. And so what's it going to do? It's going to make getting that job really hard, because what the universe actually wants is you to get a part-time job. Even if it means you're going to feel the pinch financially for a short amount of time until you write that first book, doesn't matter, because in the long run, you're going to have massive financial abundance. So you don't always see the long-term picture. All you're seeing is, well, I'm applying for all these jobs. Why am I not getting hired? I just want a full-time job. I want that stability. And the universe and your spirit guides has your soul plan, your divine plan for you to write these incredible books that change the world. That is fully soul aligned, meaning that being a full-time accountant is not a soul desire, it's an ego desire, right? Because you want the safety and security. That's not a soul desire, that's an ego desire. If it was a soul desire, it might be, okay, I want a certain level of abundance, okay, coming through a part-time job, and I also want to pursue the writing, which I love and I know is in full soul alignment. So you need to actually ask yourself, is what I am desiring 100% soul aligned? Because if it's not, you're gonna have a hard time manifesting, especially because I know if you're watching this, you are a light leader, you're a light worker, you have a soul purpose. You came here to share something with the world and it's big and you have an impact. And your spiritual team is so focused on having you make sure that you share that soul purpose with the world. They're going to block you from going down a different path, right? Imagine if when I was 18, I was like, right, I'm gonna move into this job because it's job security and a different job. It wouldn't have worked out because I have a soul purpose to do this work, to share this work. And your soul is going to block you. It will block desires and manifestations. If you are trying to manifest something that is not soul aligned, you are not working with the energy of your soul. You are working out of alignment with the energy of your soul. So of course it's not going to manifest. So you have to ask yourself, is this desire 100% soul aligned? If you are not sure, for example, if you're trying to manifest a specific job and you're not sure if it's soul aligned, don't focus on the job. Focus on what that job is going to give you. For example, if it was financial stability that you wanted, focus on manifesting that and being open to how it's going to come through, because financial stability and abundance, it is soul aligned, but the job that you're focusing on might not be. Number 2, the second reason why your manifestation might not be showing up for you, it's not for your highest good. So this does build off of the first reason, but it's slightly different in that it's just about whether it's actually going to serve you or not. It's nothing to do with whether it's soul aligned or not, but rather, is it in your highest good or not? The reality is we can't see this, right? We don't always or rarely know why we have to do certain things we have to do, or we're led to certain things. This is where faith comes in. This is where trust comes in. This is where surrender comes in, because we can't see the full picture. So if something is being kept from you, you are not being punished. It is because it is not for your highest good, and you might think it is for your highest good, and you're going, oh my God, this would solve all my problems. Maybe temporarily, but in the long run, you'd be a lot worse off, and you are so divinely loved. You are being protected. If you are doing everything manifestation-wise and it's not showing up, you are being protected. And you need to change your mindset of that and have gratitude for being protected from certain things. And it might not make sense now, but it will one day. The third reason, you are trying to manifest too much from the 3D and you're not working in divine co-creation, right? And in that, you're not surrendering either. So what I mean by that is, in your manifestation, you might be trying to control exactly how it happens and how it unfolds for you. The universe doesn't work that way, right? If you go back 5 years ago, would you be able to describe the exact path of how you got to where you are here today? No, right? There were incredible things that happened along the way, opportunities, things you never expected unfolded for you. That's the beauty of life. Right? So you don't know. And as long as you're stuck in your own mindset, because a mindset you had 5 years ago couldn't create the life you have today. So why do you think that your mindset you have today can create the life that you'll be living in 5 years? It can't. So your job is to recognize, I have these desires, this is what I want, but I understand that there is a higher mindset, there is a future version of me, there is a divine collaboration, and I'm going to surrender that, knowing that there is potentially an even higher version of this manifestation for me. This is where surrender comes in. So surrender versus control. So this is an opportunity for you to let go of the control, which means the nitty-gritty of the desires, and actually lean into, what is the highest way for me to surrender to this right now, right? Just means releasing. It doesn't mean stop manifesting. It means let go of the control and be okay if it doesn't show up exactly how you wanted it to, because how it will show up for you is, again, for your highest good. 4, you are not asking for divine support. This is so important. If you're a light leader, light worker, this is a non-negotiable. You understand that you have a huge spiritual team that loves you deeply and is wanting to help you. And if you are not asking for divine support, it's like you're living life on hard mode. Like, you have so much support in the higher realms. You get to ask for help. I remember when I was very young, I think I was about 18, and at the time I already had a very strong connection with my spirit guides, and I had a friend who was looking for a job and was really struggling for many, many months, just struggling to find a job, couldn't find a job. No matter what he was doing, just couldn't find a job. And it was causing him to feel a lot of sadness and a lot of stress. And I said to him, at this point, you've got nothing to lose. Just ask your spirit guides. Ask your spirit guides for help for a job, right? Because he was very skeptical about all this stuff. I'm like, you got nothing to lose. Just give it a go. He said, okay, I'll ask for help. Anyway, 2 days later, he got a call for a job. So it was a good job. He had it for a few years. And then he was like, okay, maybe there's something to the spirit guides. But you are living life on hard mode when you are not asking for the divine support that is available for you, that is there. Go ahead, call in your spirit guides, ask them for help, ask them for assistance, tell them what you need, what you want, and ask. There is a law of free will, and you need to ask to get that level of support. Number 5. There is an energetic funnel that is actually stopping you from receiving your desire. So what I mean by that, if we think about your energy field, right? And there's a cue for everything that you're manifesting, calling in, right? Like you're manifesting this car, you're manifesting this job, you're manifesting this money, and it's all kind of queued up in your field, waiting to come in. Now, if you are holding all of the stuff that's not in alignment in your field, it's actually going to block those manifestations. Energetically, it will block them. So you need to have a look at, what am I holding onto in my life that is no longer in alignment? Whenever I have had my biggest manifestations, my biggest rebirths, it came after massive periods of deaths. Massive period, and by death I mean not literal, but metaphorical. Like there was a big release, right? I'm letting go of everything that is not in alignment. And this is challenging because the reality is, just because you know it's in your highest good to release something because it's not in alignment doesn't mean it's going to be easy, right? For example, people who get divorced and know that it's in my highest good to move forward with a divorce, even though they know it's right, they know that's the highest aligned step, doesn't make it easy. So this isn't easy work, releasing what's not in alignment. It's hard, but it's right. And you know it's right. And when you avoid it, or you don't actively look at your life and you say, okay, what's not in alignment? What's not in alignment? You're actually blocking those manifestations. You need to begin to start looking at everything in your life as things you have energetic connections to. Energetic connections that either give you energy or drain your energy. And if it drains your energy, it's not in alignment with you. People, jobs, situations, places, all of it, right? You need to start looking. If there is something you don't look forward to, something that pulls your energy, and I understand, we can't always just like cut everything out, right? But we can start. We can begin to take action. You can go ahead, create a list. This is what's not in alignment. This is what is in alignment. The not in alignment list might be massive. That's okay. But you can start to energetically say, I'm not available for these things. Even if you feel like I can't just, I don't know, magically have a house that's in alignment, right? Maybe not physically, but energetically, you can start saying, I'm not energetically aligned with this anymore. Here's what I am energetically aligned with. That's a practice I do quite often. I am only energetically available for. I am now choosing to be energetically aligned for. I am no longer energetically available for. And speak the energetics into your reality, because it is an energetic reality, right? You are creating through your speech and through your energy. So whilst it might feel stuck, trapped, like you can't change it, you can change it energetically. So when you start to let go of the things that you have been avoiding and letting go, it creates this space and this opening in your energetic field. And suddenly what's been queuing up there has space to come in and the manifestations show up. It's so important for you to know, above all of this, that you are divinely loved and supported. You have a soul purpose and you came here to share this soul purpose. And this beautiful divine realm, this beautiful universe, these beautiful spiritual beings are all conspiring to help you live this beautiful soul-aligned, abundant life. You are so loved, and it's time for you to lean into that support, to know that, to release what's no longer in alignment, follow the soul urges, soul nudges, soul desires, and release everything else. I'm Athena Kroll. Thank you for being here today. They're sending you so much love and blessings. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions.